Hey all, this is Andy from Times with Andy. So I hope everyone had a great Christmas and had a good time with the family and getting ready for the new year. I've been doing a lot of playing recently, so really excited. Been playing lots with the family, playing with some friends, and I wanted to take the time to review SwingVision. So SwingVision is an app that I've used in the past year, primarily for cutting out the dead time whenever I hit or play matches. And it's also useful if you have an Apple Watch to keep track of the score and while you're playing. So keep track of the score so that when you have the video at the end, you have the score as well as the video pretty much already done. So the key question here, is it worth the hefty price tag? And the price tag is $150 per year. And the answer that I would give is it depends. For me, last year it was worth it. This year, not so much. So this is the reason why I say this is the specific things I think SwingVision can improve to help meet my needs. So first of all, like if you had to cut out the dead time manually and then input the score, I mean, that's if you're doing this post-processing, that takes a whole lot of time. Just cutting out the dead time alone means like you have to watch your entire match, whether it was a good or a bad match, you have to watch the entire thing. And so that's probably hour 30. Then I don't know a good software to put on a scoreboard in software or in the post-processing. So that's time consuming as well. So that's the thing. There are a lot of different features that SwingVision does. So like the serve speed, forehand consistency, backhand consistency, serve percentage. To me, I mean those are good. The two things for me that are like I have questions about those are like I don't need necessarily to see those. I mean, I'm not really looking at all those stats. And number two, just have questions about the accuracy. The speed accuracy, like I think in general, the general trend of the speed is fine. But like I've had some shots where I've hit a slow slice that's been registered at like 70 miles an hour, and I've hit a hard forehand at like 45, 50. So I mean, there are questions around that. But the big issues that I've had, and I mean, it may be a SwingVision thing, maybe an Apple thing, but it's once you get the video at the end, and let's say you're just looking for the video and the scoreboard is not really customizable. I mean, I think that's a sort of a huge open space in terms of design that SwingVision could fix. And then number two, there's something associated with Apple iPhones. Leave in the comments if you know how to fix this, but it's what's called like a variable frame rate recording. So it records at a variable frame rate, and then when you take that recorded video and put it into an external software, I think even with iMovie, then you experience what's called sound lag. So you could hear you see the video of somebody hitting the ball, and then you hear the sound maybe half a second later. And the longer the video, the worse it gets. And it is extremely annoying to deal with that. One way to deal with it is to, after you take the video, to re-encode the video. And I feel like every time you do some additional video processing, like you're reducing the quality. So that's one huge issue that I think they should fix, and that issue as well as the scoreboard. If you're able to get those two things down, I think then I would consider investing again in SwingVision for this next year. But in the meantime, I'm looking for alternatives. I know there are a lot of good content creators out there. Winston Dew, for example, Essential Tennis, but I won't even count Essential Tennis because I think they have a band of video editors who actually do this work. But looking for something that's easy to splice and splices automatically, and one where I could track the scores in real time. But yeah, so that's my review of SwingVision. I think it's a lot of good things and a lot of good promise. There are two features that they do, and that are really interesting for me, and I think there's room for improvement in both. So the scorekeeping, as well as the cutting out the dead time is good, but the final video, like if you're going to do any sort of match analysis or overlay on it, then having that sound lag is just not it. So I don't think this is going to win me any sponsorships, but I try to be as honest as possible. Again, this is Andy from Sense with Andy. Play smart and see results.